I guess, abrasive, strange pop songs for unstable people that wanna relate to something.
I see. What influences seep into your work? Do you guys find any inspiration in hip hop?
Yeah, definitely hip hop, electronic music, of all sorts. I mean, all different kinds of music really influence us. I know that I personally listen to a lot of hip hop music, but just as much I listen to pop music, from like Prince to David Bowie to Scott Walker, even newer indie rock stuff, like all over the place. Adam, if you guys have, there's so much stuff that influences us.
But yeah, hip hop. You're asking if that's a big part. That's definitely like the production of hip hop, not so much the lyrics or the rapping, but a lot of new and old hip hop production is a big influence on us. Definitely.
Gotcha.
But Adam loves those hip hop beats, man. You love those hip hop beats, and you
can't get enough
recreate
of them
for the indie world.
Yeah.
But 10 times fatter.
Speaking of inspiration, where precisely did the song "Water" come from? I'd like to know about that song. Too personal?
No. He's just making me laugh. Well, that song came from, I wrote it about a personal experience I had when I was coming down from ecstasy, and I thought that I was in love with this girl. I was at a festival in Detroit, or in Ferndale, Michigan. It was like an all-day music festival, and we actually had to play the next day, but we were there that day, the day that. And before I went to the fest at like 10 p.m. or something, actually we were at the fest all day kind of drinking beer, and I went home and I had a bunch of MDMA. So me and a few of my friends took MDMA, went back to the festival. I fell in love with this girl, or I thought I fell in love with this girl because I was rolling on ecstasy, and thought she was like the most interesting, cool person in the world, and she came home with us, and we cuddled, and as the ecstasy wore off, you know how sad you get after ecstasy? That happened, and I remember just never wanting to talk to that person again. Just not because she wasn't cool. She might have been cool, but I think it was I felt so sad and dead inside that I could no longer believe in the idea of love the next day. So, and I was supposed to get lunch with her the next day, and I canceled. I made up a lie. I said that I had to go eat lunch with my parents. I was like, oh, I forgot.
Do you think you loved her enough for a lifetime in that one night? Do you think that's probably what, did you love her that much?
I loved her so much, just for a short, I just had met her that day, and I would have married her that night if we were in Vegas or something.
It'd be over.
She was really pretty, and she was cool.
Keep you away from Vegas.
Yeah, I fall in love really easily, and out of love very quickly as well. I guess a lot of people are like that, fickle dummies.
Speaking of ecstasy and MDMA, would you guys say that drugs do anything to do something for the creative process?
I've had, I don't smoke weed even, I don't do any drugs, but I drink, and a lot of times I'll drink alone and when I work on music, and it helps me a lot of the time. I wouldn't say that everyone should try that, but I like doing that. And also you have a lot of, doesn't the after effects of doing drugs inspire your writing a lot?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely the experience of drugs, the things that happen to my brain when I'm on them, It's things that I remember. I'll write about those things later. And so it influences it doesn't influence the creative process. Sometimes I like to make beats when I smoke some weed but if I get too anxious, I have to take Xanax. Weed and Xanax, making beats, they're never even that good. I don't make really good electronic music, but they're It's fun.
They sound amazing at the time, right?
It's fun, yeah. Like my friend came over because he wanted to learn this how to work this MPC, and he came over and I was like showing him how I did it, and he's like, "Well, how do you do this thing?" I was like, "Man, I don't know. I just get stoned and I like take some Xanax and then I just make this beat, man." Yeah, I just push buttons until it sounds cool.
But I think lyrically it probably helps you like having that life high experience and then also like the low that comes after it.
Yeah. And there's not a low from all drugs. Like I think that alcohol is the big one that gives you depression the next day. Marijuana gives me anxiety during the experience, but afterwards I'm usually fine. Maybe a little lethargic. MDMA I feel drained and sad the next day. Mushroom, like psychedelics, I never feel weird afterwards. I just like I have a great time, and then the next day, like, I'll probably have to poop more than normal, you know?
Yeah, there's no real mushroom hangover unless it's, like, coupled with excessive other...
Yeah, I usually drink like a fish when I'm on mushrooms. You just become a sponge for alcohol. Yeah, so I don't know, and I write about that. Like, I write about, the last song that we played, Shark Teeth, that chorus is about a mushroom trip that I had at this weird party, and I threw a bottle in the street and it broke and shattered, and my friend was freaking out and had to drive home, and my other friend drove me home because everyone was like, the cops are coming, and I remember like a sense of fearlessness because I just wasn't afraid of cops at that point. I didn't think that they had any control over me. We were listening, and I was sitting in the back seat listening to Paul Simon. Like, I think I was like crying because I like thought it was so beautiful, you know. So anyway, that's what that chorus is about.
Right on. What's it been like playing shows with Tune Yards and Javelin?
Great. Yeah. Meryl from Tune Yards is one of our really good friends. She's gonna come to our show tomorrow in Oakland, and we'll definitely hang out with her there. She's amazing. We've been friends with her since like she started playing shows like 6 years ago.
Sister Subi.
Yeah, she was in a different band called Sister Subi for a while from Quebec, and they were great, and we're still good friends with all those guys. So yeah, she got us on some shows, and that totally helps. And then Javelin, they're great guys, you know. It's been really fun.
Yeah, we just met them on this tour, and they've been super cool and super friendly. We've been sharing gear back and forth, and
yeah,
it's been cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
Anyway, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Thanks again for coming to Visalia. I'm Lord Santillan, Navarro Frijoles Music, AYFmusic.com. Jamaican Queen's debut album is called Worm Food, and it's out on, what's your Bandcamp?
JamaicanQueens.bandcamp or Bandcamp.JamaicanQueens.
Yeah, you can find everything.
You can get to all of our social media from JamaicanQueens.com.
Yeah. You'll find everything on JamaicanQueens.com. Whole lot of fun.
Well, go listen to that album on drugs because it's a lot of fun on drugs, I imagine. I'm Alberto Santillan of AYFmusic.com, and I'm signing off. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.